So this is first out of a brand new crucible, and we'll see how these come out. Now I've already flexed this and skimmed it, so we're ready to pour. Got my pouring sprues all opened up and ready to go here. So we should be able to, this should be pretty uneventful here. We'll get to where you can see what's going on here. Now we're just going to set it down on the fire brick over here. This should be relatively uneventful. Oh, that one may have shorted there. Okay, so there's the pours. We'll see, I'm not sure about that one. The first one, which was flask hardware, I think filled fine. This one may have actually filled fine too. I haven't, it may just not be taking nearly as much metal as I thought it would. So we'll let these sit and cool for 15 or 20 minutes. Then we'll go out and shake them out. And throw the sand back into the molar and see how they look. Alright, well, we're out here in the afternoon sun again. So hopefully I've got you positioned where you can at least see the molar and a little bit of what's going on down here in my tub. What I'm going to do is I'm going to shake them out down here in the tub, and then I'll shovel it into the molar when we get ready to do it. Then when I get ready to mold it, well, I'll just shovel it back into the molar, and then we'll have enough out of the way after we do the first flask that we can stick a bucket down underneath there, catch most of what comes out of the chute. I'm going to modify that chute a little bit more, and we'll add a little water to it in the molar because it's going to be a little bit dry, and then it's ready to go back into the bin again. So I guess let's start off with this set of patterns that I do believe came out. And from all indications they did. this other one out of the way here. Okay, we'll have to go cool it, but that's the way they come out. Hard for me to see what we're seeing here in the camera. So, and to gate them, I just set them up in the vise on one of the sprues or something, and then just take a cut-off disc and zip down through there. So, there's the first one. That'll work fine. Now this one, I don't know what we're going to come up with. It kind of acted like it shorted on me, but I'm not sure that that did indeed happen. I guess we'll find out real quick here. Well, maybe it looks okay. Get the rest of this out of the way. Looks like we got a complete fill. Well, there's the lid. That's fine. And see, we're getting a little bit of flashing on this. I think I need to build up that. Build up the bottom of that match plate that accepts the core. We'll raise it a little bit higher and that will take care of that. Okay, so there's the top. Knock those flasks off. Smooth that down a little bit. And that'll be another good casting. So, 2 successes, but that's how quick and easy they are with a match plate. You know, they just go so quick and so easy that there's no problem at all. So let me plug in a little bit of power here, and we'll process the sand very quickly. And in this condition, it doesn't take much at all to do it. It's just 3 or 4 minutes run. Pretty much take care of it. I have found several deficiencies with this molar as I've used it a little bit more, but it's mainly in the build process. One of the things that you really want to watch for on these is make sure your drum is round, because this one, even though I thought it was, it's realistically not that round. So consequently, there's about probably 3/8 to a half an inch of sand on some of the sides, and a little bit on the bottom same way, where everything's just not quite aligned perfectly. And like I say, the drum's just a little bit out of round, so Takes a little more cleanup when I'm done, but it's still quick and efficient enough. I've redone the plows in it, so I think we've got a pretty good setup here. deficiencies that I found with this molar is that the motor has overload protection in it. Everything's set up with overload protection. There's also heaters for overload protection in the starter box, and I don't have a heavy enough set of heaters in there. So if I run it for 5, 6, 10 minutes, it'll kick off periodically. So just let it set for a few seconds. And, maybe not. Maybe not. Normally we can just let it set for a minute or two and it'll start again. Not wanting to do it this time though. Oh, I'm not pushing it all the way in. There we go. So that's what we end up with for mold sand. Now this will actually be just a little bit too wet, but that's okay by the time. I probably won't cast tomorrow, but the day after, that will have saturated into the pile a little bit more, and the temper will be just about right on it. So I got a little more cleanup on the molar. It'll take me another 5 minutes to scrape the rest of the sand loose from the sides and get it in there, but that's kind of the way everything works. So, you know, consider everything pretty much a success today. It went along pretty quick and easy. I'll throw this sand back into the bin and clean up a little by mess, and we'll probably go ahead, and after they cool for a little bit, I'll go ahead and degate those castings, and maybe we'll do one final little part to this. I guess this is a small series, and we'll go ahead and prep the flask hardware, even though I don't know that I need that set of flask hardware quite yet. We'll go ahead and drill and countersink them and get them cleaned up and ready to go on a flask, and then we can go ahead and machine and assemble that flask vibrator. So, or match plate vibrator. So anyway, hopefully you find this interesting, a little bit useful. You know, use what you do, use what I've done at your own risk. If you choose to do that, you know, you're supposed to be all adults, so make your own decisions as to what's safe, what's not for you. And there's nothing safe about casting anyway, so use common sense. And as always, thanks for taking the time to watch.